Every moment of our lives, we have an opportunity to serve God in the most magnificent way. That is called a mitzvah. Let me give you a story on how we can do a mitzvah in the most unique way. There's these two people, Yankel and Rachel. They were very poor people that lived in the outskirts of Warsaw, Poland, in the late 1800s. And right before Yom Kippur, Yankel goes to his wife Rachel and says, Rachel, I feel bad. You see, I have the lulav, I have this, but I don't have an esrog. An esrog is something that looks kind of like a lemon. It's one of these things, and it's very hard to get, especially in the back roads. In Poland, especially when it's cold, people don't travel out there. And he felt really depressed. His wife went and said, don't worry, Yom Kippur is coming. Pray to God. God will take care of you. He'll get you an esrog. Yom Kippur came, he prayed. When all of a sudden, a day or two before Sukkah, he goes and says to his wife, I need to have that esrog, that yellow fruit. You see, on the holiday of Sukkot, we must take the long branches and the lemon-looking thing, which is called the esrog, and shake it in a way to serve God. That is a mitzvah. It's one of the commandments that God asks us to do on the holiday of Sukkot. He was really feeling down, and his wife, Rachel, said, don't worry, everything will be okay. It'll be okay. The day before Sukkot, in the morning, Yankel sees a huge storm. It was snowing outside. He said, no one's going to come down the roads here carrying an esrog for me. What am I going to do? Well, Rachel, realizing her husband was not in the best of all moods, went and said, go build a sukkah. Just go and I'll cook up something very special. So he goes out and he starts putting together a couple of boards. She, in the meantime, recognized she needed a few things. So she said, Yankela, I'm going to the market. I'll see you in about 45 minutes. He was not feeling so good. He was gone, to the nails as he was putting together the sukkah. He was not whistling while he worked. All of a sudden, he hears, Yankela, are you there? His friend Shlomo, the esrog merchant, was trudging through the snow and saying, Yankela, I only have a few minutes. I have an esrog. You want to buy it? You can have it. If not, I'm telling you, I'm going to make it to Warsaw and someone's going to buy it for me over there. Do you want it? So he goes and he says, let me see it. And he sees this beautiful esrog and goes, wow, this is a beautiful, beautiful esrog. I want it. How much is it? He said, 10 rubles. 10 rubles. No problem. He takes his almost life savings, gives him 10 rubles for this unique fruit that came all the way from the Holy Land. And now he puts it on the table. He's so happy. He goes out and goes, he's working and he's building his sukkah. He's so happy. And in the meantime, his wife comes home. She puts down all the fruits and vegetables and the stuff on the middle of the table. And she starts making the stove and taking the roast and start to cook it. And wants to make some kompot and some applesauce. And all of a sudden she sees on the table, look, the fruit merchant gave me a lemon. You know what? I'll use it and I'll go pay him next week. So she takes this esrog, which looks like a lemon, and slices it up, squeezes out some of the juice on top of the compote. I'm telling you, this house smells so beautiful. Yankel, in the meantime, smells the beautiful aroma coming out. He goes and says, Rachel, it's so good. God heard all my prayers. God heard all my prayers. She said, what? He said, Shlomo came and I bought an esrog from him. I have an esrog from him. She says, really? Where? And they start jumping up and hugging. It's beautiful. He says, right here on the table. He looks all over the table. He sees some carrots. He sees some radishes. He says, it was right here. All of a sudden, Rachel goes, uh-oh. And she says, Yankela, I didn't know. I thought that was a lemon that was given to me by mistake. I sliced. I'm so sorry. Yankela goes over to Rachel and gives her a big hug and a kiss. Rachel goes and says, are you delirious? Are you crazy? You should be screaming at me. You should be throwing pots and pans at me. I took away your mitzvah. The lulav and esrog, you're not going to be able to do it tomorrow. So he says, tomorrow is another day. Between now and tomorrow, the Messiah can come and all my problems will be taken care of. But now, I'm living at this moment. And I have the mitzvah to love my wife. I can either argue, fight, and call you names, or just show you how I truly love you. My dear friends, That is how God wants us to live our lives. Every single moment. Make the right choice. Make it a holy moment. And if we do that quite often, we will make this a beautiful world. And together, this world will be ready for the coming of Mashiach. Because, my dear friends, that's when Yankala will get his esrog.